Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for 10 to 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 4th of August. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles. May run around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, and I should get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video released today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've also released a little events update for Kendall cooling, so please check out those 2 videos if you'd like to do that. Like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Right, going to start off in the tropical Atlantic, or in the Atlantic. We've got Tropical Storm Don a long way northwards now. This is giving maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 1,005 millibars, moving east-northeastwards at 18 miles per hour. Clicking on Don, we can see that this tropical storm is virtually done now, so it will be going post-tropical imminently, and then will fade away into an area of low pressure in the North Atlantic through the rest of the week. We've also got this yellow X down here, that is disturbance 1, giving a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days and a 20% chance in the next 7 days as well. Doesn't look like we have to worry too much about that one at the moment, but obviously we will keep an eye on developments in the Atlantic. Central temperature is currently sitting at 16.1, which is 0.1 degree above the 61 to 1990 average. That is provisional to yesterday, to the 23rd of July. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next color winds at Birmingham today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham, starting off below average with the upper air temperatures at the moment. They're going to tick up a little bit later on in the week, but it's only with an area of low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic, bringing a warm sector with it, and then the upper air temperatures will fall again as we head in towards the end of the week. Beyond that, as we go through the first week or so of August, temperatures looking generally average to a little bit below. Nothing particularly exciting showing up there from an upper air temperature perspective over the next week or two. Looks like it's remaining relatively average or cool. And precipitation wise, we find more rain to come. So we've got the last the wet weather clearing away today from the south. The wet weather we had over the weekend was a real washout weekend. Some parts of the country. That's leaving us with showers. More wet weather to come around the middle part of the week just there. Then a couple of dry days at the end of the week, and then more rain probably as we go into the weekend and the early part of next week. Looks generally mixed and generally average or coolish really over the next week or two. Temperature anomalies on the 24th of August, from 24th of July to 1st of August, coming out a little bit below average. Precipitation anomalies from the 24th of July to the 1st of August, wetter than average, especially so for more northern and western regions. The latest Windflow Map from earthnullschool.net shows that we're drawing in more of a northwesterly to northerly flow today, so things are turning rather cooler, fresher feel down in the south after a warmish day yesterday. More low pressure waiting in the winds in the Atlantic. This, of course, is Tropical Storm Don up in the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean. Right, we'll go through chart data then. This is how the latest UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Thursday. Low pressure coming in after that. So I think this low pressure will contain the remains of Don, by the way. So we will get a little bit of that tropical storm, as an area of low pressure. But wet weather coming in off the Atlantic through the middle part of the week. Spells of rain with low pressure in control. And then through the end of the week and into the weekend, well, more areas of low pressure pushing through from off the Atlantic. Looks very unsettled over the next week or so. Icon again with low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic Wednesday into Thursday, that being outbreaks of rain, and then into the weekend we keep these areas of low pressure close to the country. They'll bring further showers, if not longer spells of rain with them. By the time we get through to this time next week, which is Monday the 31st of July, the next area of low pressure is coming in from off the Atlantic. That will be bringing quite a bit of rain with it. The GFS midnight run, again showing low pressure in off the Atlantic, bringing outbreaks of rain through the middle part of the week. That low pressure keeps going into the weekend as well. And another area of low pressure here coming in off the Atlantic through the beginning of next week. Although they have got a bit of a ridge down the south, so it might be relatively dry and quite warm in the south, but further northwards looks unsettled, cool and wet up to day 10, which is actually the 3rd of August, where we just keep the conveyor belts of low pressure coming with further showers and or longer spells of rain. Beyond that, through the rest of the first week of August, high pressure sort of out to west, ridging in to the south and southwest, bringing drier weather through there. Looks a little bit more unsettled though further north. So we still have this sort of possibility of something a little bit drier and warmer as we go later on through the first week of August, but it is uncertain. But GFS 6Z, again, this area of low pressure in off the Atlantic on Thursday. More low pressure piling in from the Atlantic at the end of the week and into the weekend as well. Beginning of next week, you've guessed it, another low coming in off the Atlantic. That will bring spells of rain and showery conditions with it too. And up to day 10, we remain cool and showery there with the GFS 6Z. Beyond that, stays quite unsettled, but we do start pulling something a bit hotter from the south-southeast around the 6th of August, but that's only quite temporary, I think. Quite a bit of low pressure still in the Atlantic. So we go at getting warmer through the first week of August. We get to the 9th of August and we've got like a cut-off low in the Atlantic, but it is having a go at pulling up some hot air from the south. So there's a few hints there from the GFS operationals of a bit of a change later on in the first week of August. If you enjoy the video, please give you like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much everybody doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. We thank you so very much everybody for doing that. We need to put on 40 subscribers, 40, that's all, to get ourselves to 16.5k. So if you could give us a sub and tell your friends and family to subscribe as well, it would be amazing. And we thank you so much everyone for doing that. GEM, again, with low pressure coming in off the Atlantic on Thursday. That will bring spells of rain with it into the end of the week and the weekend. We keep these areas of low pressure coming. They'll continue to bring further spells of rain with them. Early part of next week, a little bit of a ridge building into the south. Could bring something slightly drier and warmer there, although the north and northwest still looks unsettled. And up to day 10, which gets us to the 3rd of August. Again, low pressure, bringing outbreaks of rain to the north and the northwest, but a ridge down the south could bring something a bit drier to more southern parts of the country. The ECMWF, again, showing low pressure coming off the Atlantic through Wednesday into Thursday, that bringing outbreaks of rain with it. Low pressure then close to the country through the weekend. We'll keep the weather rather cool and showery. And then on into next week, again, low pressure keeps coming, further showers and or longer spells of rain and cool with those north or northwesterly winds. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from tomato.com. Plenty of showers to come. And then the middle part of the week will see low pressure in off the Atlantic as well. That will bring more persistent outbreaks of rain to many parts of the country. Back to showery conditions at the end of the week and into the weekend. Further showers on the way for more wet weather piles in the Atlantic by the beginning of next week. So early next week, end of July, start of August, looking very unsettled with showers and longer spells of rain to come. And those showery conditions carry on up to day 10. These are the options on the table within the ECM Ensembles today. For day 10 gets us to the 3rd of August. 17 members of the ECM Ensembles with low pressure just to our east-southeast. High pressures out in the Atlantic and blocking to the north with pulling in quite a cool northwesterly flow. So cool and showery. 17, or another 17 with low pressure right over top of the country. And another 17 with low pressure just to our north. All the options are involving low pressure. They all look rather showery, I have to say, at day 10, if not unsettled. And then in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Gets us to the 8th of August. 31 members of the ECM Ensembles with some low pressure over Scotland. And we bring the wind in from off Atlantic on a westerly flow and 20 with low pressure to the west of Ireland. High pressure is to our east, and we're drawing up more of a southerly flow back, so quite warm, but the low pressure in the Atlantic could bring further showery conditions. CFS V2, finally, these are 500 millibar height anomalies broken down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 24th of July to the 30th. This next week will be unsettled, with low pressure continuing to bring spells of rain and cool temperatures as well. Week 2 will be the 31st of July to the 6th of August, with low pressure again to our north and northwest, high pressure out in the Atlantic. So again, looks rather cool and showery into week 2. Week 3 looks very unsettled. This is the 7th to the 13th of August. Trough of low pressure is placed right over the top of the country, so obviously that will continue to be cool and unsettled. And week 4 is going to be the 14th to the 20th of August. Low pressure then just out to our northwest, high pressure down across the Med. Winds coming in from the west-southwesterly direction. Looks generally quite showery up to the 4th week, and that gets us into the 3rd week of August. So it's a very mixed outlook. It's not a great outlook, to say the least, unfortunately. Unless you like cool, showery weather, which I don't read the comments, a lot of you do, actually. So, if you like cool, showery weather, then enjoy it. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please give you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. And we thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, I'll just tell you, coming up tomorrow, we're going to have 6 AM UK weather forecast, have the extended European outlook, and there'll be a 10 to 14 day as well. Please keep checking back to the channel for more. But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks so much.